though. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense...
Bacon, big and flat in the bacon. it, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in there, you don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos. Let me slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young double. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. All my people times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get mad.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They Skywalker, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere. Tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like and they can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread or fake dead. A bit to hate that. 50 million a year died to make that middle. You vote for Trump and see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk. Ain't funny no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth. Try me weak. Swear to God I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a hand. What you see before you what they done told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go, see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, went bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, caring them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hut.
We to the man, Atlanta hat caught to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's going to air it out deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Young on first down. On the screen, it's Bettis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Steve Young. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now a first carry from Latavius Murray. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Jamal sheared on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's complete. It's the Carter-Cooper connection. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Rodgers now on first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
But we always talk about good.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and 10, Young. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Here's Steve Young on second down. And caught right side, Green. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Young on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst trap.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going to let one fly for Robinson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Here's Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Steve Young. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Young. Going to let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They run it with Balazs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 95 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And this is going to be incomplete. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. To throw is Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. First down, Young. On the screen, it's Bettis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he finds Stills complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. It's Young on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. Intended that time for Cooper.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Young throwing again. Green's got it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Young to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A handoff. It's Murray. And an alley to run. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That looked like an example of what you said back in the of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts. To help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Rodgers throwing here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Eifert from 17 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Look at the spin. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Young now. Going to throw again. They'll dump this complete to the bus. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Young is going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your...
Look, I defeated my fears, so can tell them my check y'all of y'all beard. I'm willing to fall to my peers, for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a shoes, might lose. Considering the cost, how to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. Y'all, when I'm praying for y'all, like a lot of views in this deer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had the upper standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting the time. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get on it for days. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No poker eyes, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Yeah, we like. The girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now. I got my spunk, Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a fix up my family. Straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago. But I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like a rayon. 64 chain, just like a crayon. I bought a hat, one with the A on. Put on, told her to stay on. I had a paper tag on 3 on. I had the top drop with the free on. I told them deuce one like Dion. I say deuce one like Dion. I go Bruce Wayne on your peon shit. With the Falcon truth. Had more than a lineman. I should got a Heisman too. Sugar they hiking that. Hike, shake like a Nike hat. Yo, I got the Midas pack. Told her be quiet, relax. I got my on the other line. I'm not bipolar but borderline. I just might switch lane, drop it off, go back, get. That's all she want, hot wing. For some hot wing, for American deli. For some eye cream, she just want her 20 piece. All flats with the lemon pepper. I was the first one to put her in the fur clad. Get you together. They never flow before. Try to come through security with some tennis shoes on. Take off real big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, you better get used to it. Ain't no falling off, going straight up. You better get used to it. I need a raise, ain't taking pay cuts. You better get used to it. 100 for a verse, 100 for a show. You better get used to it. Every 10 on the mill on the low. I'm all about the bag, no need to brag. Ring cost a jag, dressed to the back like a shag. Like in the mag, I'm all up and down. They calling me Flair, they calling me DiBiase. My girl ball like Churrasha. 2 chain time for Sachi. They don't sell them in Foot Locker. Curve game on blue blocker. Southside with an F. F stand for a few options. Dealership on do auction. Clothes, I need a new closet. My new watch is Moonwalk. This something I don't do often. They never flow before. Try to come through security with some tennis shoes on. Take off. Real big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. I'm the big homie big now. Boss music, big boss music. I'm the big homie. That big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music. I'm the big homie now.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Smith. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, this is Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They fake the handoff. Now Brady trying to lay one up deep. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Throw left side complete. That's James. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Smith to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. To throw, it's Brady. They don't hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Brady now to throw. This is Clark. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dallas Clark from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, Right now, on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role you flogging.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, that's complete to Clark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So Dallas Clark with the catch there, and he stands number 4 all-time in Colts history in receptions.
And that goes all the way back to 1953 in Baltimore. Number 4, two of the guys ahead of him are Hall of Famers. That's how impressive that list is that Dallas Clark is on.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Beckham, the guy everyone's going to be keeping an eye on, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have Janoris Jenkins watching him on every play, and that is never an easy assignment.
And people want to call him vertically challenged, and he does not mind because he's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make this.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, it's Brady throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And again, he finds Clark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rolling to his left. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? There's 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Mariota again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Mariota. Screen play, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Thielen, 35 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football will have to be played. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a play fake. Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On play action, it's Brady. Got some real estate inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final shot before half for Brady. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mariota eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First down, Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Vernon Butler forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken. There's another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third and long, it's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's got Shockey. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, line?
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ted Ginn, 44 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Mariota to throw it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Latavius Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Latavius Murray, 74 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd down, Mariota lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. Mariota on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Throwing is Mariota, and that'll be incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard until you settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mariota now. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty Decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeremy Shockey, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spins by. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Over the middle of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. This is caught. Clark. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's back to throw. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points.
Keep clean, never let them touch. Fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back there. All in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6.
Me. I'm gonna leave. I don't care. Hello? Wanna play me a Madden? Do you wanna play me though? I'm not. No, bro. So Madden is so trash, dude. This is what happened.
So this